my breathing. It's so nice, it's like a blanket on my life.
Hey, this is episode 13 of the 3-Minute Book Club, where if you have any interest in things, or you know somebody who has an interest in something, why not read a book about it? Today is, on the surface, you're going to be like, I don't want to read any books about that, but this is the soccer episode, and just stick with me on this one. It teaches us about reading and about interested things that, my family, boys have both played soccer, and so just stick with me on this one maybe, and you might actually find a book that you like more than you thought on that topic. The first book that I'll mention is Believe by Jeremy Egner. And this book is actually about soccer, but really it's about Ted Lasso, which is an Apple TV soccer show. If you have heard anything of the show Ted Lasso, this is like a behind-the-scenes making of Ted Lasso. It's by Jeremy Egner, and it's called Believe. It's similar to Seinfeldia and to The Office, which I've talked about as books before. It's a book about a show, but this show happens to be about soccer. My favorite episode of Ted Lasso is the episode where he sort of pulls up the 1990s Chicago Bulls and designs a style of soccer that he thinks he comes up with on his own. The style of soccer that he comes up with in that is called, and it's been invented a long time ago, he did not invent it, Ted Lasso, it's called Total Football. And my favorite book about soccer, bar none, is called Brilliant Orange, and that's by David Winner. Brilliant Orange is about Dutch soccer, and that's who invented Total Football. Total Football has to do with you don't really play a position, you just all move according to where everybody else has moved. The book is, the chapters are all out of order, it's sort of deconstructed. The Dutch also had, in its soccer, and where that Total Football stuff comes from has its roots in some European history, so that's interesting. Best soccer book I've ever read, Brilliant Orange by David Winner, and it's pretty technical about soccer. It's also about my favorite soccer player, who I think is the best soccer player of all time, Johan Cruyff, so there's a lot about him in there, and when he went to another club and taught Total Football there and some other things. The last one that I'll talk about isn't really, it's fiction, it's not really a soccer book. It's called Godwin by Joseph O'Neill, and it's a book about a soccer talent scout, and then, like some family things, and he sort of ropes his brother into going to try to find a player that they have on this random video, and they have to try to find where the video is shot and then who the player is, and so it's sort of a kind of a mystery. It's kind of behind the scenes of how world soccer players are found. It's based on soccer, but it's also about caring for others. The soccer player ends up eventually living with another family and trying to work out living in a different culture, and so it's about soccer, but it's a little bit about hospitality and some other things too. And so today's books were about soccer, but kind of loosely. One is really only about soccer, the other two or whatever. So it's Believe by Jeremy Egner, about Ted Lasso, the television show. Brilliant Orange by David Winner, best soccer book in my opinion that you would ever come across. If anybody plays soccer or has an interest in it, maybe give that one a try. And then the final one is a novel. I checked it out from the library. It's called Godwin, and it's by Joseph O'Neill. All right, take it easy.